went out playing Russell. Russell got his head.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I'll take a penalty.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and try to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now Breeze finding Kamara, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And maybe get...
Bro. Come on, Stunner.
Why does it say Taysom Hill has a 0 rating on kick return and punt return?
I don't know. Come on.
Too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost, hold on to it. Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
Here we go. 20.
We play 49, baby.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. He's got a first down past the 30.
Coleman, baby.
Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 85 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Tevin Coleman is a beast, bro.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. Now, I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down. Let him get the first down.
A gain of 6 there on first. On 2nd down, Kamara. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Yeah, they do. You walk right past them. No, sir.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Breeze now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem,
what you talking about? I want to go wake up my
every
brother.
now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
What? I threw you that pick. I'm going to get that shit back.
Well, I don't know if I like this jump shot.
What the hell you think you are
After the
playing with these
INT,
niggas?
it's Garoppolo. The Sanders has got it complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion.
Jenkins Dunk Mania.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo.
Damn.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted.
What was that to?
Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Yeah, I hate that.
So after the INT, it's Breeze.
Fuck, he burnt this nigga. Fuck, bro. Thank goodness he dropped that, bro. Threw that ladies for.
He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Hello? He's awake.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
0-2. Hey, 5-7. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
That was his old nigga cookout,
Into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
You hit that old dude.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys are picking it off. They're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Throw it to Michael Thomas if you win.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just...
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Sheldon Day. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. They'll run. This is Kamara. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Check.
I do not like that, man.
Hey, exit.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
13.
On 1st down, Breeze eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
We go 21.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Another one.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Atlanta, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Another one.
Hey, Delta.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Check 24, check 24.
5-9.
Check 31, check 31. Slam. Watch the edge.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. They'll let this go for the end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good with their seeing.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, Charles, switching gears on a bit of a sad note. On Tuesday, October 22nd, Willie Brown passed away. Willie Brown, 16 seasons in the NFL. First 4 for the Broncos, and then the final 12 as an Oakland Raider.
And just think about his career. Hall of Fame 1984, 9-time Pro Bowler, 5-time All-Pro. And let's face it, the lasting image we'll have of him as a player, that interception for Fran Tarkenton in the Super Bowl. The old man, Willie Brown, taking it all the way back, 75 yards against the Vikings for a touchdown. The Raiders won Super Bowl 11. I had the pleasure of getting to know Willie Brown over the years. And when I tried out for the Dallas Cowboys, we scrimmaged the Raiders at one point. And Willie Brown came over to me and had some nice things to say to me, which was really pretty cool coming from a man of his stature and a man of his ability. And I'll treasure those nice words forever.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Oh, my God.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Breeze. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. DeForest Buckner with a sack. The former number 7 overall pick.
Good. Ready.
Breeze to throw for it on fourth. Letting one go deep for the end. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kawhi Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
That's great. They ain't letting me jump.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Stop your whining.
Check 13. 21.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 22 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin. 74 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Switch.
And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
You got tight right there. Check that.
Now Kamara. About 3 yards there to the 27. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Shit. He's coming.
To throw, it's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That'll bring up 4th down after back-to-back 3-yard pickups. They run. It's Kamara. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there out of Kamara. Give him 52 yards on the ground. Breeze now on first down. Flushed out right. Ginn has it complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter.
You talking about the Camaro? No, don't be excited. He got fixed.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Kamara trying again. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Easy, opposite. Check 43. Bravo.
Breeze going to go on 4th down.
Why? Yeah.
He's got it. Touchdown. Saints.
Oh my fucking goodness,
Ted Ginn there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold him for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
1 step forward, 10 steps back, son. God damn it.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies.
Oh, I try to get it.
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They will run again with Coleman. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Got him in. He finds Sanders.
I'm clicking onto Eli Apple. Come on.
It's a big play there on 4th. Garoppolo now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And good running going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 18-yard line. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. A critical error there.
He had a touchdown. He ready to second leg.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with the lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Throwing now is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. Kamara.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Saints on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he finds Cook. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Kill. Check. Let him. 3, check 3.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Why you throw the fucking ball?
Picked off by Quan Williams.
Oh my God, dude.
He takes us just shy of 45.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Please don't take this in the wrong way.
I ain't forced that. It was a Texas route.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down.
Texas route is for you to throw it right
this
after
one
you
down to
cut.
about the
He was
40.
wide open.
2 yards.
I was pressing the button. He kept sailing that hole.
This in all probability
When he
another
cut
run here
for
on
the 1st
2nd and
down,
8.
as soon as he cut, he was wide open. He was in a cover
Completes
2
it to Coleman.
or a
And
cover
they will
4.
only
There was
muster
nobody
a
inside
yard
of him.
here to the 38. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. But, Charles, a 1-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that 1-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.